Hello everyone, it's Femme Tarot, also known as Natalie. It's another Walk of Femme, and it's been a minute. I do realize that, I absolutely realize that, but here we are with KEMPIRE. Woo!
Hey.
Hey, for yet another Walk of Femme. And before we start, let me just say thank you everyone for being so patient with me and for, being understanding of the fact that for the last month, I haven't been around, I haven't been recording videos, I haven't been doing lives except for KEMPIRE's Sunday Fun Day Brunch, which we did last Sunday, and that was super fun. And if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead to his channel, KEMPIRE Daily, and have a good look, because we talked about different things, and one of them was about who KEMPIRE? Mia
Thornton from the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yeah, and there were a lot of things that we saw there, and I kind of left it open-ended. I do realize that, but there is a reason, because we will come back to it with KEMPIRE. We will do a deep dive on the cast of Potomac really soon, and we have so many things to talk about. So head on over to KEMPIRE's channel and watch that video and the other videos that we've done, the other Sunday Fun Day lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call it, breakfast, depends where you live. So everyone, before we start, I just want to say again, thank you for being so patient and so understanding. I'm back. As you can see, I have a different background because this is my new studio. I'm still working on it. So every time
it looks great.
Thank you. I mean, I had a plant when we did yours, when we did your live. Now I don't have a plant because it started dying.
Oh.
So I had to move it closer to the sunshine. So you might be seeing like my background changing here and there. I'm still experimenting, but please comment down below. I mean, do you like the way it is now? Would you change anything? What else would you like to see in the background? And we can play around and experiment with it together. Right, so without any further ado, let's jump right in. And today, KEMPIRE, do you want to talk about what we're reading today?
We are going to, of course, the last video that we did together, Natalie, was about Erika Jayne. Well, a lot has happened since then, and this one won't necessarily be focused on Erika Jayne, but we have to talk about the other housewives, and what did they know, and when did they know it?
Ooh, that's exciting. And I'm sure a lot of you have a lot of questions and curiosity about the whole thing, the whole saga. Let's call it a saga, because that's what it is right now.
Yeah.
At this point, right?
Oh
so do you want me to pull a couple of cards on Erika, or do you want to ask a specific question?
Yes, I do, because at the time of this being filmed, the newest episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has aired, and one of the big stories, and this is a little tea, by the time you guys see this, you would have already heard this, that the whole beef between Erika and Garcelle and how that played out on the show, from what we're hearing, that the way that it was edited, it was actually something that Erika did not want to share on the show. She did not want anyone to really know that she was in communication with Tom. And when I say in communication, she says that Tom had been calling her, but she has not responded. She's told her legal team to tell his legal team for him to stop calling. Is that true? What's really happening there? Well, before we even get into that, the other part of that tea was allegedly that she had a big blow-up fight with producers behind the scenes during that whole scene. And I know you have not seen it yet, but it's all going to make sense to you, Natalie, once you watch the latest episode.
Because I'm confused now.
The Cliff story is confusing enough.
I mean, that Cliff story, I was like, where is she going with this? I really honestly think she was trying to sort of cover her track. I told you this at your live a few days ago. That's what I felt when I watched that she was trying to cover her tracks because she let slip of some kind of information in front of the cameras. And so she was kind of like, if you can't convince, confuse. And that was her strategy at that point.
Ooh, that should be on a t-shirt. If you can't convince, confuse.
Hashtag, just saying. We have another hashtag going.
Right? We have a lot.
We have a lot.
Merch coming soon.
I was just about to say that. We have to start a little merch shop.
We do.
Right. So, what was the first question? I'm confused again.
So, I want clarification on, is Tom Girardi contacting Erika Jayne, and is she responding?
Okay.
Because she claims that she isn't.
Okay.
And I know she's watching these videos too.
I had a jumper card, and it is the King of Wands. I'm not sure if I remember correctly, and you know I'm little Dory, but my memory is horrible when it comes to readings. But I think when we did Erika's reading, he came up as the King of Wands.
I can't recall.
I'll have to rewatch the video. But okay, so let's go on. Oh my god, I have jumper cards. Attention, 10 of Swords. Attention. He wants attention, her attention. Okay, I have the King of Wands, and that's him. So that's the energy around him. You know, we've all seen that. Let's talk about that for 1 second. 'Cause I've got things to say, as you know. You're like, uh-oh. You know that pic that's been going around of Tom Girardi looking very frail with a black eye and all that.
Yes.
I've been reading the comments. I love reading the comments on these things. And a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, I can tell that that's Alzheimer's or dementia because you can see that he's dead in the eyes. There's no expression. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't see what I see. That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Well, I didn't see someone who was completely dead inside or someone who's confused. I do feel that he's exhausted. What we're seeing is basically the result, like a psychosomatic result of stress. I think he's under duress and stress, but I don't believe in, we talked about this in the Erika Jayne video, which I will link down below in case you haven't watched it, that I don't believe that the dementia story is true. Just saying.
I mean, that's a good thing for him. Okay. I know I already asked you a question, but since you brought up the black eye, how did he get this black eye?
Well, I don't know. Hold on. One question.
Look, there's so many questions.
I dropped Tom. Sorry. Oh, there you go.
That's how we got the black eye. It was all Femme Tarot's fault.
I did like voodoo. No, I didn't. But I'm just saying. So that's Tom, and so I do feel that he's still quite like, you know, he's thinking is quite clear and sharp. I do feel that with this King of Wands here. So, and he is very smart. I saw that last time we did that reading. I could feel that he's a very smart man, and he knows. And he's a charmer. He's a narcissist as well. I mean, no surprise. But, so he knows how to manipulate people through charm and wit. Okay. And here I have the Six of Wands. To me, that's attention. That's trying to get attention. But the reason why he's been trying to contact Erika, in my opinion, is in a threatening nature. Oh. In my opinion. My opinion, allegedly. Okay? Hold on. I haven't even... These are jumper cards. I haven't even pulled a card yet. King of Swords, Five of Wands. They're not getting along. I know the speculation is that the divorce is not... Well, it was kind of like a forced divorce because she wants to detach, let's say, from all these like legal issues. Mm-hmm. But I do believe that it has brought on a lot of tension and a lot of conflict between them. And this King of Swords here, I don't know who's advising her. Someone's advising her. There's a King of Swords. It could be her lawyer. He's ruthless. I feel like he has like a young, ruthless, very energetic, vibrant guy as a lawyer, or the main lawyer. I feel that she has I was just shown that she has a team. So yeah, I do think that she is avoiding his call. She is avoiding any kind of communication with him because it's toxic and they just don't get along at the moment at all. and it's coming to an end. She's icing him out. The ice queen is icing her ex-husband out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that's what I see about them. Do you want me to do? Hold on.
I want to know about the black eye. I am focused. So you're saying that you don't think that the dementia or Alzheimer's diagnosis allegedly is true. A lot of people don't believe it. So you think that the way that he looks is from being distressed. You see what he's going through. If he wasn't with this whole diagnosis of Alzheimer's and dementia, then we would. Okay, but if you're saying that he doesn't have Alzheimer's and dementia, why is Erika defending that? And that's what it seems like this season. Like she's kind of helping him with that whole defense.
Well, if she was innocent, or if she was not involved in any way with money laundering and all that, wouldn't she sort of expose him? Do you see where I'm going with that?
So you might think that she knows a lot more than she's alluding to.
It's convenient.
I'm gonna sugarcoat it.
Exactly. It's convenient. Let's just say it's convenient to say that she believes that he has Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever that may be, that he's not all there. Because obviously, if you play that card, then I don't remember what I did with the money. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember what I did 5 minutes ago, let alone what I did. So it's convenient in one hand, and she's keeping her nest clean.
Whoa. Okay, back to the black eye. Because I don't think we ever found out, or his team or anything released, why does Tom Girardi walking around with a black eye? I mean, I said the crime in that whole picture situation was the fashion. But yeah, the black eye too.
All right, I'm suspecting what it is. So, and I have to be very careful how I'm going to word it, because there is an ongoing,
situation
here, Two of Pentacles. So, all right, let me just I have the Six of Cups here. And then I have the Two of Pentacles here. So to me, as soon as the Six of Cups just popped out, I thought, there could be drinking involved. Okay. And then I have the Two of Pentacles here. And normally this is not for me, but I just had a vision and I saw a woman. So I'm going to say that black eye could have been a night out or a night in with someone, like a female, drinking a little bit too much and then having a stupid tipsy accident.
Well, normally when we see an older person of his age with a bruise, we just assume, he fell because of the Alzheimer's or something. So you're saying, nope, it was actually a fun time, either inside or outside, and it was an accident, and he bumped his head.
I think so. I think so. That's exactly what I see and how I feel it happened. I think it's an accident from drinking a little bit too much, or having a little bit more fun than he can take.
And still living
with
in
a
that
female
mansion.
with two other people, two females.
Tom, you dog!
Naughty.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow, Tom. Wow. Well, we're gonna trust and believe we will be revisiting this whole Tom and Erika situation, because the legal situation is still unfolding. But one of the biggest things that happened in this week's episode was Garcelle and Erika. And Garcelle was taken aback by Erika accusing her, have your moment, because Garcelle brings up that Tom has been contacting Erika. What really happened in that particular situation? Was this a producer situation? Was this a hot mic situation?
You mean with Garcelle saying that?
Well, with Garcelle saying that, but also Erika revealing that Tom has been contacting her. Because she revealed it technically from the way it seemed on camera. So for her to be upset at Garcelle bringing it up, it just seems so out of place.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Whoa, did you see that?
No, I didn't. I love a jumper.
Our moment. I believe Erika. That was a slip of the tongue. I don't believe that she wanted that to be showed, okay, to be aired. Tower moment. And ooh, I don't know. I haven't watched the episode, so I'm gonna ask you, has there been tension between those two?
It really came by surprise because there really has not, from what we have seen on the show. We don't know because Bravo's great for editing things out.
Right.
So we're not sure if there was any sort of beef beforehand. And based on what Crystal said, because Crystal was also there at the time, she says when they got into the car, Garcelle wasn't in the car yet. Erika had said to her, I don't want to share that or, talk more about that. So that's part of the reason why Garcelle brought it up, because she didn't hear that part of the conversation. That's what Crystal said. So Erika didn't realize that this was actually going to make it on air. And from what we hear, there was a fight with the producer. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. It's a whole mess because I pulled some cards. Okay, aside from the Tower card, I also pulled the Death card and the Hermit card. This is a disaster. It's not gonna look good for her. That's why she had that, falling out and that whole fight with the producer, because it's not gonna make her look good, and they're gonna use that against her. And she's now trying to save face. And I mean, now in real life, after this has been aired.
Yeah.
So we're not going to see or hear her. I know we've been seeing her, around.
Twitter, Erika.
But we're not going to see her for a while because she's going to keep low because this doesn't look good. Yes, there was a whole tension fight with the producer, with Bravo threatening. She wasn't happy. Not happy at all. Yes.
Wow.
8 of Pentacles, her job. This is her job at the end of the day. That's what they said to her. This is your job. You signed up for it. We've got the power of editing. We have the power of what we're going to air. And this is going to bring a lot of, you know what? I was just shown that if she was financially, if she was in a good place financially, she would have sued Bravo. This is how bad it's been. But she can't right now because she's like, I'm shown that she's not like financially right now. I don't even know. I'm picking up that maybe her lawyer, the one that we saw before the King of Swords, could be working pro bono because I feel he's young and very driven, and he might have taken this case on for clout and for like future, just to sort of like penetrate this.
So he could be the next Tom Girardi in California.
Just saying what I'm getting.
I mean, it would make sense because one of the questions Ronald Richards has is how is she paying her attorneys $500,000?
I think I answered the question, but we can ask. I mean, we can ask the cards and see if they give us some more information.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Since
we're going to ask, and I know you guys, we're going to ask about some of the other housewives, but this is look, Bravo's profiting off of the Erika Jayne story, so why shouldn't we?
Right. I'm sorry, Erika.
You know, she'll be the first one to dislike this video. It's all right, Erika.
Well, we'll know then if we get that dislike straight away.
I love guessing who decided to dislike this video.
Well, just to tell everyone, it works wonders for the algorithm, though. You can dislike, so thank you.
And when you watch.
Exactly. Thank you for the view. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that was my antivirus. That was Erika. Right. So I got the World card as a jumper card, and 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ooh. What's with her and lawyers? I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, I get the World card, which is validation that the lawyer is doing this. He is enjoying the attention, meaning that it's going to bring him clout, a reputation and all that. Same as
I don't even know his name.
I don't even either. But 3 of Pentacles, as I said, she has a team of lawyers. It's not just him. There's a team behind her. No money, honey. I mean, the money's just gone or going. But I get the 2 of Cups here. And you know what that means? That's pairing, coupling, team. And I don't know how she knows Erika, what is going on, but just saying, they're friendly.
Oh.
Just the moon, yeah. Secrets, things are hidden.
Wow.
She's got a thing for lawyers, I tell you.
Oh, see, when you mentioned the lawyer, and maybe this is my intuitive nature coming out, I was like, is something going on between her and the lawyer?
Well, I told you you're intuitive. I feel there's more to this. Maybe I don't feel that they're not a couple, but I definitely feel that they may have been in the past. They may have been in the past. And there's definitely a connection between them. Like a past connection, a love connection, a sexual connection.
Oh.
I really want to Google this guy now. I'm so curious.
Yeah, because I don't even know the name. I'm going to have to Google who the hell he is. Okay.
That'll be interesting, actually. I want to see what he looks like as well.
Yeah, because, I mean, anything's an upgrade from Tom Girardi. But it seems as if this season, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the other housewives, based on the trailer that we see for next week's episode, Sutton doesn't want anything to do with it. What happens between Sutton and Erika Jayne? Because this will come out before that episode, and I know everyone will be like, "Oh, Femtara was right," because everyone keeps saying that. That's what you should have on your on a t-shirt. Femtara was right.
I should. T-shirt, anyone? Right. Let's see how Sutton feels about Erika. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Guess what? As soon as I said Erika, this just popped out, which is the justice card. She's in bloody trouble.
Oof.
You know who else we should look into? And I feel it's kind of around the right time to do it. Shah.
Oh yeah, because the new season is coming out next month.
We should do a reading around because I do feel that things have changed.
And Mary Cosby.
I know, right?
Mary Cosby. Oh, who knows what's going on with Mary Cosby? We hear allegedly. Never mind. I'm not gonna even.
We'll find out. That's easy for us, right? So let's see Sutton and Erika.
Yeah, what's going on with that relationship? Because I still feel bad just from the little scene that we saw of how Erika attacks Sutton in that particular scene.
8 of wands. Ooh, fire, swords and fire. They don't get along. I mean, they're just a complete mismatch. They're incompatible, like friends, right? I have the 7 of swords here, so it's like, but I'm not sure if I'm going to say it's Sutton not trusting Erika, and that comes across to Erika. So, but they're putting a facade on. Okay, so they're both kind of like acting that things are cooler than they actually are. I don't think, I feel that something huge is going to blow up between them.
Even after what already has blown up from the preview?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't watched the preview, but I can tell you, I haven't watched the latest episode or the preview. I haven't had time. Still catching up, everyone. But I do feel that there is going to be a blow up. Okay, there are going to be a lot of like tension and fighting, and I was just shown that there's going to be a lot of like harsh words exchange between them. And here we go with the King of Wands again. Let me just put it out there, okay? Did Sutton, I know Sutton is from the South, right? But I'm not sure, did her ex-husband, know Tom? That's what my guides were showing me just now. They were just showing me that there is a connection between the ex-husband, Sutton's ex-husband, and Tom.
Oh my
They've worked together, or they've known each other through some other legal case or legal situation. So I feel that Sutton knows things about the couple, how people gossip in those circles, that she's not letting on. Okay. But she is trying hard to be nice or just to be cordial around her. Judgment.
Ooh.
Sutton does not feel like Erika is innocent whatsoever.
No one does.
Just saying. I mean, and I tell you, I think there is a connection there from the past, meaning the two ex-husbands, basically, knowing each other. And I don't think the women, I just asked my guides, the women didn't meet in the past before the show, I mean, but they knew of each other. They've they heard of each other through their husbands, but there is a connection there, a dodgy one.
Ooh, a dodgy one.
I'm just saying. I mean, anyone who's worked with Tom.
Wait, say that again?
Anyone who's worked with Tom in the past, I feel, are dodgy.
Okay, Governor Newsom. Okay, if you know, you know. Okay, because we're talking about Sutton, and I've always intuitively felt, on online, you can never believe the celebrity network. I think Sutton has a lot more money than what the internet is saying. But before we even get into that, one of the last questions I have about Erika, there's a rumor that she won't attend the reunion, even though we hear contractually they have to attend the reunion. Will Erika be a part of the reunion?
Well, contractually they have to, but if they don't, I think they don't get paid. Wasn't that what happened with Adrienne Maloof?
Yeah. She
didn't show up or something, and then she didn't get paid. I think she only got paid for a certain number of episodes. So you need that money, Erika. You better show up. I mean, every coin that you get goes towards your sexy lawyer or not sexy.
I need to Google this lawyer. You better be sexy.
As soon as we get off here.
Right? Okay, so more than likely she probably will because she needs the money.
Right. I haven't asked the question. Give me a second. High Priestess. It's answering what you just said, which is that she will most likely go. I mean, she's going to put the drama on. She's going to play hard to get, but she will go. But hold on.
And the non smearing mascara, I hope. Waterproof mascara. There we go.
The non-smearing.
Oh, I don't wear makeup.
Oh God, hold on. It's not a smear test. Let's see what the cards. No jumper cards. The Wheel, things could change. Ace of Cups, new beginnings. The Magician. Very unclear, but I get a lot of dark cards here. Well, dark. As a combo, I have the High Priestess, which to me is always validating certain things that I'm intuitively feeling or picking up or my guides are telling me. And the Magician, I love the Magician card. It's the manifest card, but sometimes it also alludes to dark arts and darkness. So, and then it's next to the Wheel. Eight of Cups. It's a tough one. I'm going to say she hasn't decided yet. It's very back and forth. I'm going to say no, though.
Oh.
I'm going to say no because I just pulled the Eight of Cups, although the Magician here, it's almost like I feel that she doesn't want to, but she also, at the same time, she feels drawn to go because she needs to put certain things out there because they're going to help her in the future when she's in court. So I think it's mostly like a platform, the reunion, where she can kind of cover her butt.
And clean up some of the things that transpired during the season. Exactly.
So that's what I feel, that it's like a tug of war there with the Ace of Cups, because she is trying to change people's perception about her, how people see her. She wants to be more likable, more approachable.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Ain't happening, Erika. You're a pretty mess, but we don't like you. I mean, and it's got nothing to do with her character or her personality. I just don't like it when you don't take accountability of mistakes that you've made. Call it a mistake. Say, I was aware of what my husband was doing. I know I feel bad about this. Has she publicly apologized?
I think maybe when we're doing this, I think I may have seen something where she addresses the victims, but I haven't seen anything at this point where she has expressed remorse to the victims.
The fact that we're not even sure if she has or not is just proof that she hasn't gone out there in public, and at least shows some sympathy and empathy towards the victims, right? Especially after the Hulu documentary. So, in my opinion, I feel right now this could also change. I don't know when is the reunion? When are they filming the reunion?
It must be soon. They're already more than halfway through the season, so it has to be very soon.
So I'm going to say no, according to what I'm getting now and picking up now. Yeah.
You heard it here first, y'all.
Hashtag just saying.
Just saying.
So, yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't, but I have the wheel card here, which just shows me that things change all the time. But I'm being shown and I'm being guided towards the big fat no. It's almost like she's going to be advised not to, even though she feels that she can redeem herself in a way. Too late. So yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Wow, guys, we didn't mean for this to be all about Erika, but the season's all about Erika. But I do want to move on to just a couple of questions about some of the other ladies. Okay. Sutton, since we were talking about Sutton, I know that I'm like taking over your channel.
It's fine. You know I love it.
Since we were just talking about Sutton, it's because I have so many questions. Sutton, one of the big questions that Garcelle, which I love about Garcelle, she asked the questions that we all are thinking. One of the questions she asked Sutton last season was, how do you make your money? That's what I want to know. How, and when I say how, we know it's from the husband, but based on what we see online, it's not a lot of money. But I feel intuitively that she's definitely worth a lot more than what we see online.
That's what I feel too.
See? And you're psychic.
Hold on, let's find out. So, let me phrase the question. So, my cards are all over the place, like they're jumping.
Because the season's all over the place.
I think so too. There's a lot of fake energy I feel about the season as well. There's a lot, and I'm not talking about being overproduced. I feel that the cast are producing themselves and they're doing a terrible job at it.
Hey, Dorit. You're next. Buckle up.
You're next. So Sutton and her money. So, whoa, those were the ones that jumped out before. 2 of Swords and 4 of Wands. What did she used to do before she got married into wealth?
I have no idea. That's a really great question.
I kind of feel that maybe she comes from a humble background. That's what I'm picking up. Guys, please correct me. I have no idea. I'm just going completely intuitively what I'm being shown right now. I feel she comes from a humble background. She probably worked in clubs. Was she a hostess?
Oh.
But like gentlemen's club, like, more high end, like more. That's what I feel. And then I have this 2 of Swords. So there's something it's not clear about how she gets her money. Something about family member, but she didn't come for money. But what I am picking up is that maybe she had a male relative who did have money or did make money in the process. And what did she do? Did they invest? Did she invest, or he invested money in something that she did? Temperance.
This is so fascinating. You know why? Because we really don't know a lot. We all assume that she got her money from her husband, but that wouldn't make sense.
Well, this Temperance card, this male that I feel, she has a guardian angel, what we call like a guardian angel, not like a literal one, but someone on earth that helped her a lot. Someone she knew from before her marriage with her husband. I feel they're relatives, or they see each other as family. They might not be blood relatives, but they have a connection. And this person has really helped her, has advised her how to invest money, he was the one who actually got her this job. I'm going to come out and say it. I don't know how she met her ex-husband, but I kind of feel like in one of those gentlemen's clubs, somewhere where she was hosting or working.
Sort of like Mia Thornton met how she met her husband, but it was a strip club.
Yeah, well, classier, like a Sutton style, you know?
Well,
like
according to Mia Thornton, it was classy. They wore gowns.
Well,
wow. So that's how she met her husband. Okay. But the money is from somewhere else.
Justice. Why does Justice keep popping up?
Uh-oh. People, you remember where you saw it here first. Sutton.
But Justice is also what my guys are saying. It's also that she got a lot of money from her divorce.
Oh.
Okay, this is what they're telling me and showing me. She's thrifty with her money, okay? She doesn't spend easily. She might spend on herself sometimes, but she is quite thrifty and cheap. So I do feel that she was quite wise with her divorce money with this card here. So she invested. She listened to the right people, this person that I'm talking about. But I'm also feeling that this person is no longer on this earth plane, that they've like crossed over.
Oh.
And I'm getting a 3, like 3 years ago. I'm getting a 3. So within the last 3 years, this person has left. And he also left her some money too, by the way.
Oh, so Sutton has money.
She's smart. She's smart. The fact that she's thrifty makes her smart in my eyes, because she was able to make the most of the money of her divorce. And not only most, she doubled, tripled it. And she listened to the right people. So yeah. Yeah. And property, I was just shown property. I don't know why. Is it Florida? I'm seeing property in Florida. I'm just seeing property. I'm seeing Florida, actually, all the Keys, and I'm seeing property. So I feel that she owns property around that area. Florida, down there, down south.
Okay, Sutton, watching you. Let's move on. But that's interesting. You pulled up a lot, more than I expected.
Yeah, more than I expected too. It was like, let's
get into the women that are in trouble. Dorit and PK were in the news in the last couple of weeks that they owe over $1 million in taxes. What is really going on with Dorit and PK's finances?
But that's old news. Hasn't this been going on around?
This is new. This is a new situation.
Oh, did they ever pay off that debt they had with that partner?
I'm assuming so.
Just saying. I mean,
maybe that's the question we should be asking.
Maybe that will be the next question. So, what was this question? What's going on with the debt?
On with this whole tax situation with PK and Dorit? Why haven't they paid their taxes?
You know, while I was shuffling, I was just shown that they are in deep, dire financial stress. So.
And you know what, to be honest with you, no one really, we knew about their legal troubles in the past, but I think a lot of people assumed that, it was over, it was settled, everything's good. But we also get a very fake Dorit on the show. So when we get the fakeness, we know you're hiding something.
Okay, so I got a jumper card. Oh, they're moving. Ooh.
They're always moving.
They're downsizing. They're moving. 9 of Pentacles, some kind of investment. I think they put their money where they shouldn't have. And I was also shown Corona. It could have been because of the whole pandemic situation that he started. He was working on some kind of investment or project. He put a lot of money in there. It never came to fruition. And I feel that, I'm going to say it. I kind of feel that they got scammed in a way also. Both of them. I know. I'm just saying what I'm getting. But hold on. Two of Swords, things that they couldn't. The Hanged Man. They were waiting. Seven of Swords. Yeah, well, listen, it was funny business. I'm not going to say they were aware of it. So they were trying to get away from, like, not pay as much taxes. So pay the least amount of taxes they could, but it didn't work out for them. So there was a plan to kind of like invest in this project, but not be transparent about the amount and about who gets the money, being sneaky about it. And I feel that then the whole pandemic happened. So this kind of happened a year and a half, 2 years ago, it started. And then it all went downhill from there. And they were waiting for the right moment, but it all just like imploded and they got caught.
Ooh.
That's what
I wish I could say that I'm surprised by any of this, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, obviously they're not right. Page of Pentacles here.
One other question I have about PK and Dorit, because they're really not that interesting. They're not interesting on the show. We know that there's more interesting things going on in their lives, but they're not sharing it. So she's pretty boring on the show. But there was a rumor that they had separated at one point. What's going on with their relationship? Are they madly in love, or is this a marriage of convenience?
Good question, actually. I mean, the moon.
Secrets, right?
Secrets and things that are hidden and just, putting on a facade or just pretending is also, but deep secrets too, that means. My cards are all over the place. They keep jumping around.
It's the energy of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's helping with the ratings, though.
Sure, let's find out. Ace of Swords, Three of the Emperor. Interesting. I don't get any love cards here, but what I do see, though, is that they work well together. They do work well together. I have the Seven of Pentacles here. The Moon, though, there's something they're not revealing. Something is not quite there. I have a Three of Swords and the Emperor strategy. Let me ask you this, Kemp, because you're intuitive too. And I'll tell you what I see, and I'm pretty confident about what I feel. Do you feel that there is real, actual chemistry between them the last few seasons? Do you feel that this is a couple that is in love, or do you feel that this is a couple that works well, but they're missing chemistry and spark?
They're definitely missing chemistry and spark. I definitely think they work well together. When you said that they work well, I was like, that makes sense. They do seem like they work well together, and that's why it doesn't come across too fake on the show. You don't necessarily look at them, there's no chemistry, but there's definitely not this deep, mad love that they try to give us on the show.
Well, I'll give you some tea, which is a bit shocking, but before I do, I'm going to say that she's sort of like not the brains, but the creative brains of this team, okay? She comes up with really good ideas. She's creative. She is innovative in the way that she thinks and markets herself, her businesses, or PKs. He's the strategist. He's more about, we'll do this. This is how we're going to do. He's a networker, so he knows a lot of people, so he knows how to connect people and how to get what he wants. But here's the thing. I do feel that they did break up in the past, and I'm going to put this out there, allegedly, so we don't get in trouble, but I do feel they're still broken up, but they're working together for the sake of the kids, for everything, basically, because they've set everything up. So they've created a brand. They're both a brand, together and separately. Even PK. And I
like,
do
what
feel,
brand are they? But okay.
well, as I said, it works. They work on different projects and it works because she has the ideas, he executes, or he's the strategist behind it. And it works up to a point and up until, the IRS demands their money back. But that's beside
The
the
IRS
point.
has been busy this week. Let me just tell you.
So if you owe money and you haven't been paying your taxes, don't go on a Bravo show. Just don't. Just saying. So I'm going to say that there's a lot tied between them, including the kids, including money and businesses, for them to say that, okay, we're now just taking separate, we're going on our separate ways and we go on. I do feel that they're not emotionally together. They're not physically too as well.
Oh, okay, because the rumor on the street that he had moved out, and then I was surprised to see him on this latest season. I thought maybe it was over. Oh,
He has moved out.
oh, see.
As soon as he said it, I pulled out the 10 of Wands.
See, no one else is talking about this stuff, so you guys are welcome.
You're welcome, indeed. But that's what I feel. That's hence why this jumped out, the moon card. Because of the secrets, deep secrets is about, the moon, you have the light side of the moon and you have the dark side of the moon. And we usually look at the light side of the moon, but there's that back side, the dark side, which is where all the magic is happening and all the secrets are. So this is what I feel. And that's why they work well together, though. They're aware of it. But yeah, they're not really a couple.
Speaking of not really a couple, that's a perfect segue into Lisa Rinna. Own it, Rinna.
Oh.
She also has a lawsuit and a tax situation happening. Apparently, her and Harry Hamlin owe like over $3 million on their house that was part of Harry Hamlin's previous marriage. So it's so shocking that he still has such a huge mortgage on this home. What is going on with their finances?
That rat-infested house?
You know what? I can't with you. Not the rat. I would hate for someone to describe my multi-million-dollar home as rat-infested. But you're right.
But it was. Don't you remember one season she had rats in the house?
Have you seen the kitchen? I'm like, okay.
Oh my God, I hate rodents. I just can't stand them. I have to remove that.
Beautiful backyard, though. And they have a farm. Now I'm starting to think the reason why Harry Hamlin started the farm was because they needed the money to feed themselves.
You can always bake those pies and sell them.
Oh, God.
But Harry is so cute, though, Harry Hamlin. I mean, he cooks. He's so wholesome.
Or is he? Let's ask the cards.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
Look, or is he? I mean, I love Harry, too. Look, I love Harry, too. But why do you owe that much money on your home?
No, that wasn't the question. Hold on, don't skip the question. The question was whether they are a real couple.
No, it wasn't. That was your question.
Well, there you go. I want to ask my question.
Because you were Harry Hamlin for yourself. My question was about their financial situation. You want to know if they're really a couple.
Oh my
God. I asked that about Dorit and PK. But I do want to know that.
I want to ask it about those two because I have my opinions or my feelings about them. So
you have to share after you pull these cards.
Well, let's see what comes up. So hold on. No trumper card. Ooh, the tarot card in the world.
Explain.
Hold on, before I explain, I'm going to come right to it. I'm going to pull.
And this is about if they're really a couple.
Right, so I'll show you the jumper cards again. Tower, something ending, something abrupt happening, catastrophe, chaos, the world. Things are not as they seem, or things change.
What are you predicting?
I'm just predicting. I'm not even predicting. I'm telling you how they are. I don't feel here. This is another couple that, except for the fact that they don't work well together because they don't work together or they don't do things together. I don't feel, But this is another couple that they are kind of like broken up and just putting on a facade. I have the Two of Cups here, Queen of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. They make money together. She's the one who she's the breadwinner at the moment, though.
Whoa.
She makes more money than him at the moment. I can tell you that much.
I mean, it makes sense. She has multiple deals. She has the HSN stuff. She has a Bravo. That Bravo check is, I know it was little to Monique Samuels, but that's big to a lot of people, especially in Beverly Hills. They get paid a lot.
I can tell you this. There is, as far as Lisa Rinna is concerned, I don't feel there's love there. Okay. There's no love lost there. There is that she's a bit bored, I'm going to say, by him, by this relationship. Now, what does work with them is this whole Kardashian-esque way or strategy that they're trying to put out there now with their girls, with the Three of Pentacles. Because this is all another strategy, a money-making strategy for them. Okay. Who is it? Her oldest daughter is dating Scott Disick, right?
No, I think it's the youngest daughter.
Oh, the youngest. But anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I hear them broken up in a month or two. Just saying, another prediction with those two, because I don't feel it's real. Okay. It's not real. This is all, again, making money, putting out, creating a brand. Just what Paris Hilton is doing as well right now. With all those rumors that she's pregnant, she isn't. And I do think that her mom, Kathy Hilton, did agree finally, because after all those years, they've been trying to get her on the show. She finally agreed to do that because they are trying to rebrand the Hilton name.
Whoa.
I also feel that they might intuitively, watching the show, there's a lot of stuff. Like, guys, I'm just getting download of information right now, so bear with me. You're going to be like Nemo from Matrix, like dodging those, spiritual download bullets.
Because I would literally was going to stay away from Kathy, and not intentionally, just because I feel like, oh, Kathy and Paris, like that could be its own reading. But if it's coming naturally, let it come. Well,
it's coming naturally. It's not something that just started coming to me now. It's something that started coming to me a couple of weeks now, or last 10 days, where I do feel that the Hiltons are trying to rebrand. They are, I feel, going through financial issues as well.
Wait, the Hiltons or Paris Hilton?
Yeah. No, the Hiltons, the Hilton family. Like that Hilton, in fact, Kathy and what's the husband called?
I don't even know. It's unimportant. The legacy.
So I do feel that there's also something there that's gone wrong. It's going to come out. My guys are saying that it's going to come out. Not yet, but it will. We'll find out about it. Okay. Cool. So do you feel that there is some kind of rebrand right now about the Hilton name, about Paris? And that's why Kathy agreed to come onto the show, to make the Hilton name relevant again and make her daughter relevant again. Okay, because Nikki Hilton, we've gone off topic, but I'm just telling you what I'm getting. Nikki Hilton, although, did you know that when they were younger, I didn't know this, I was just being told, that when both Nikki and Paris were younger, they always thought that Nikki was the one who's going to be the star of the family, the one who's going to get more attention, who's going to do more things, like big things in the entertainment industry.
Wow.
Paris was the shy one. Paris was the introvert.
She's still shy. They talked about that on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, they did? Okay, that's what I'm getting. Although Nikki also might come across that she's shy, but she isn't. She's the louder one. She's more direct. But she just doesn't like to come. She doesn't like the limelight as much. So what is happening now, what I'm getting is that, as I said, Kathy agreed to come onto the show for reasons that we're going to see. That's why we're going to start seeing more of Kathy, of Paris, right now. A little bit Nikki as well, but I don't feel that her husband, he's a Rothschild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that he wants her to be in the limelight. He doesn't like her getting attention in that way. So where was I going with this? Because I'm getting so much information.
We were just talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I wasn't even going to ask about Kathy because I feel like that could be its own reading, and apparently I'm right.
That's what I'm getting. So back to Lisa
Rinna,
and
Harry Hamlin and their fake relationship.
And their fake relationship is that, again, this is all what we're seeing with Amelia. Is it Amelia dating?
Yeah.
Whatever. One of the kids.
That's sad that we don't even know which one is which at this point. Then
exactly.
What they're plotting and planning is not working.
Exactly. And what I was shown, right now, another prediction is that we might see Lisa Rinna in a movie soonish, like 2022. She's going to start working as an actress on the big screen, like movies. Could even be that
she's been working as an actress on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Or a bone carrier,
Own it. Speaking of owning it, a lot of people have alluded that maybe she's being a little too nice to Erika, and there's been rumors that Erika may have given her money. Is any of that true? What's the connection? Is there a connection?
I don't believe it. I don't feel anything.
Oh.
I don't believe it. I don't think it is true. No. Let's see. Whoop. Temperance, guardian angel. No, it's exactly what I was feeling before I pulled this card, or this one jumped out, is that I think Lisa Rinna just feels bad for her. She's just like giving her sort of support. That's it.
The support that she didn't give her real friend, Denise Richards.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But she's giving her support, acting as a friend, being 10 of Swords. But I mean, Lisa is a narcissist too, and she tries. She tries to be a good friend, but she's not really a friend. Let's just be honest. It's like, if she finds use in you, she'll be your friend. If not, she won't have time for you. Just saying.
Sounds about right. But focusing back to the question that I originally asked.
Yeah.
What's going on with Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin's money situation? They're being sued by one company. There's the whole tax situation. Ronald Richards revealed this information on his social media. I told you to throw it. So there's the mortgage situation, and she's being sued. What is going on with Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin's money? Well, you already revealed that she's the breadwinner.
Yeah, definitely. I'm being shown that he's not getting offers for roles anymore. It's very hard for him. Ooh, did you see that? Financial situation, they're in a pickle with that 8 of Swords. Doesn't look good. I think their money's tied down somehow or someplace. And it's not, they don't have access to it. Let's see. Hold on. The Hierophant, marriage, King of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. The marriage, it's tied down. They both, they have, mutual accounts and mutual money there. King of Cups. It's not clear. I don't think they have that much money. I think they are that's why they're hustling and working hard, especially Lisa. Because I feel that savings or a big chunk of their money is, as I said, is tied down. It's not accessible at the moment.
Would explain why you have over $3 million that you owe over $3 million on your mortgage.
It doesn't look good financially for them. It does not look with the 3 of Swords. It does not look good. What did they do? What did they did something about their money. They put their money or they invested their money. I don't know. I mean, Page of Swords, I was going to say, I was just thinking, could it be like a type of like Bitcoin or kind of like someone they trusted like a business manager that just like BS them? And then I got a Page of Swords here, something about one of. All right, I'm going to put it out there, even though I'm not 100% sure, although I'm seeing it. My guides are showing me. You know that scandal with the university, with the colleges,
Yes.
the college entry ones?
Yes.
I think there is a connection there with Lisa Rinna as well. With this Page of Swords. I just saw it, I felt it, I'm seeing it, and I'm just putting it out there. Allegedly.
OMG.
Yeah. So that money, I feel there was money given to someone for that college application, a submission and all that. And for both girls maybe, but I feel that a lot of that money is, as I said, is sort of tied down. They can't get it back. They don't have access to it. And they are being controlled. They are being watched. That's why they can't really, have access to that money. And it has to do with college application submissions and all that. Yes.
Whoa.
But what I would like to know
could that be part of the reason why Amelia said that she came back from school because, the stress of it. I wonder if it had something else going on there.
Well, I think one of the girls or both girls suffer from depression.
Yes, I think it was Amelia.
But I kind of feel that both of them do. They're not like they're going through some stuff. Ace of Swords here, yeah, something didn't go quite right. Did they go to college? Did they enter college? Did they?
I know at least one of them did. Amelia, I think it was Amelia that went to college and she ended up coming back. I think it was like last season that played out.
Yeah. She didn't like it. She didn't want to. She did not like it. Wasn't what she wanted to do.
Okay. So it had nothing to do with this other stuff.
No, it had nothing to do with the other stuff. I feel that she met someone or she got a manager or an agent or a publicist or someone who promised her success, money and fame and all that. And that's what made her leave university, college, as you call it in the US. So, but it had nothing to do with that. But I do feel that they did try. They wanted both their girls to go to an Ivy League kind of college, higher education. And they got involved in this. I wouldn't be surprised if I see a 6, could be 6 months, but I see a 6 in front of me, could be 6 mil, but I see a big bold 6 that we will hear about this.
Uh-oh.
We will hear about this. At some point, yeah. We'll find out about it.
Whoa.
Although they're trying hard to keep it. I don't know why. Is Lisa Rinna also depressed, I feel? The Fool, naive. They were very stupid in what they did. Very naive. They trusted someone with their money about this college. And I feel they were fooled And the whole scandal, the other scandal happened as well, and they had to keep low, but they never got their money back. So as I said, their money's tied down. It's like
their money's gone.
Someone's got the money. They can't have access to it because they can't go through the legal way to get their money back because what they were doing was illegal.
Allegedly.
It's all allegedly, for entertainment purposes only.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what I'm getting with them. And you know what? Unlike what we see and we feel about her, I don't get darkness about Lisa. I do get narcissistic vibes.
Yes.
But I do feel that her life is muddled. So the energy I feel around Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin and the family generally is that it's very muddled, very murky, in the sense that I feel they live in chaos. They're not very structured. They are they're not very good at strategizing or planning. I feel they're very neurotic in their actions and decision making, if that makes sense. So they're a little bit all over the place, and I feel that that's the energy they all have, except for Harry. I feel that he's more of the grounding force, but he's also not very all there. I feel like he's a little bit like cuckoo as well.
Oh my gosh! Look, there are so many other housewives that we could talk about from this season, but they're not that interesting. I thought we should cover some of the most interesting ones. But since I love Garcelle, let's at least pull a card on Garcelle and her love life, because I want to. I like to end these things with something positive, and hopefully this will be positive. Garcelle, I know you're watching.
That's true. I love Garcelle too. And I love her voice. It's
my gosh, she really. It's so funny you even say that, but we psychically talk to each other. The last episode, I was listening to her. I was like, oh, her voice. There's just something about Garcelle's voice. You're right.
There is something about it. I love it.
Some voiceover work.
She should.
Oh my God. We also need her to get her man. Come on.
You know what she should do? She should do some of my meditation, because I want to do some meditation, playlists and stuff. She should do that. She should go the guided meditations.
Garcelle, we're giving you tips.
So let's see. Love life.
Garcelle, you're welcome. If you want a reading, femtarot@gmail.com. She won't tell me. She keeps all that confidential.
Of course. Always. Unless
you want me to know, Garcelle, slip in my DMs. And Garcelle, stay away from Nima from Shah's the Sunset. He's a 10-minute man. You don't want that. You're welcome. That's what I intuitively saw for you, Garcelle.
Gigi did dodge that bullet. No pun intended. So, right.
We got to do a Shah's reading. Like a deep dive. We touched the surface this past Sunday on our Sunday Fun Day brunch hour. But no, there's more.
I agree. Hold on, my clothes.
Jumpers.
Right. Okay. Let's go back to Garcelle, because now I'm thinking about Nima and Gigi and Nima's duel.
Garcelle and her love life. We're seeing a little bit of it play out this season, but I want to know, what is the future, and what sort of, this is one of the things that Natalie does as a psychic and a medium, is she also life coaches people. What does Garcelle need right now besides a duel?
9 of Wands waiting. She's not easy. She's not easy to please, in the sense that, I mean, not in that way. I don't know.
I wasn't even thinking that.
Definitely Nima is not going to be her boy, but I feel that she's waiting for that right person. She's very selective, and she knows what she wants. She's a powerhouse. With that strength card here, she is a powerhouse. Why? Because she's been through a lot. She's been through the grinder. She's been disappointed and hurt in the past. And I feel that what we see now is not who she was. This is sort of like result of many years of, I mean, even hearing the word abuse. So she's been abused in the past.
Wow. That
poor woman. And 7 of Wands. So she's very aware of what she wants. She's not going to compromise. That's what I feel. It's all about work right now. She's working on her, not just work like acting, but working on herself and her family. She's working on things spiritually as well. Okay. That's what I feel. So there's nothing active right now to report on, meaning like a guy, 6 of Swords, but her love life is improving, I feel. With that 6 of Swords and 7 of Cups, choices. So listen, she's starting to opening up to other men, to opening up to the idea of going to relationships or, coupling with someone. She's not there yet, but she is exploring. but she has her mishaps too. But it's getting better. I feel her date life is more fun now than it used to be. I feel like she used to. I'm very tapped into her energy right now. Like we could do like a total Garcelle thing, reading right now. Honestly,
she's open. If you listen to her podcast, she's a very open person.
She has a podcast. I have to listen to that because I do see, like, you know how I'm like when someone's open, and that's why my readings, with clients, with people, they are spot on, dead on, scary, because usually what happens is that I tap into their energy. With celebrities and Bravo celebrities, it's not as easy because A, they haven't given me their permission, so they're not open in that sense to read them, and B, I don't have them here next to me where I can, ask their guides and being shown things. But with Garcelle, she's very open. I'm even seeing her on dates. Like I see her on dates being a lot more relaxed, laughing. I feel like in the past she would do half-an-hour dates. Like, I have half an hour, let's have a quick drink. And then she would get a little bit bored or a little bit annoyed with something, and then she would just dash out. Now she's more open. Like, I feel she's more relaxed with herself. And she's trying to protect her boys too from just bringing any old guy in or in her life or at home. So her boys are her priority still. But she's opening up. It feels good for her. She's in a good place. That's what I'm getting from Garcelle right now. She's in a good place spiritually, physically, emotionally as well. She feels more empowered with herself.
Okay.
One more card. 5 of Pentacles, but I'm worried about her finances too. What's going on? What's going on with all those Bravo celebrities? That worries me a little bit. Maybe the job offers are not rolling in as much as they used to be. That's a sense of insecurity for her right now. The finances, the money, the jobs, yeah. So, and she's not the type of woman who's going to say, I'm going to date a rich man and then, I'm going to secure my future. No, she's not at all that type. I tell you, I feel
that girl.
That girl, and she's been abused in the past, and she's been treated like crap. So she's not going to allow that anymore. Queen of Wands, she's the Queen of Wands. I love that. Queen of Wands is such a nice card. It's someone who is very spiritually in tune and comfortable with themselves. And honestly, they uplift, their energy is high, and they uplift people around them. And that's what she's doing now. She's empowering and uplifting people around her. So I like what I'm seeing. No, I'm going to say there is no like specific guy right now in her life, or a specific relationship that she's in, but I feel it's coming. It's going to come soon.
Okay. You're welcome, Garcelle. You just got a full-on reading.
Right?
Contact Natalie for more.
Oh, yeah, I would love that. I love Garcelle. And talk to me all day, Garcelle. I love your voice.
Oh, my gosh. There's so much more we could do.
Right. See, now we have lots of ideas who else to read for the next videos. Or maybe for Fun Day, Sunday brunch, or Walk of Femme. Or we can do it impromptu live, at some point.
Surprise them. Like here we are.
Surprise. I wanted to do that yesterday, everyone. I wanted to say, because I promised I'm going to go back to doing lives on my channel, and I wanted to surprise everyone with a live yesterday, but we were on fire. Greece is on fire. We had a fire very, very close to my place, and it was very scary. I posted on Instagram what was going on. It was super scary because there were sirens. We had no power. We had a massive heat wave. There was smoke and ashes everywhere. Sorry, I couldn't do the live. Sorry, everyone. But before we go, I just wanted to tell everyone that I'm going to be off next week. So there won't be another Walk of Femme next week. I'm going to be posting this week because I need a little break. I've been through a lot. I've moved, renovated. I've done so much. So I need a little break. But then when I'm back, which is going to be on the 16th of August, I'll be back. We'll be doing lives. We're going to do more Walk of Femme. I'll be on KEMPIRE's channel, on App and Adam's channel. And there's a lot of things happening, special guests. I have huge announcements to share with you. So stay tuned, everyone. And thank you for being so patient with me. Kemp, thank you so much for doing Walk of Femme. You know we love doing this. And we know that you guys love us doing this. And oh my God, you've been asking. You're like, what's going on? People have been threatening. I'm going to unsubscribe because you haven't been posting videos. And I'm like,
yet they're still here.
I have a life and there's a lot going on. Feel free to unsubscribe. But I apologize, guys, if I disappointed you.
Life happens.
It happens. Life happens. But thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Before you go, don't forget, please like, subscribe to both of us. Everything is down below. There you go. You can see on KEMPIRE's side. You can see where you can find him on social media, TikTok, YouTube, all the platforms. And this is where you can find me as well. I will also include everything in the description box. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Till next time. Bye.